Hello, hello, hello. I know I'm a few minutes late coming on. I got caught watching the governor's address, so my bad, guys. But what I wanted to do today was kind of um, let's do action poses. This is a really fun technique that you can kind of use anywhere. You can use it on people, places, not places, people and animals. I'm just trying to tag some friends I know wanted to see this guy, so I apologize. And apparently it's not working. It's not letting me tag people. So I'll tag you after the fact if you don't see it. But with this drawing technique, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be using a stick figure. So if you can draw a stick figure, you can do this, okay? So what's going to happen is I'll be drawing a stick figure, and then we're going to talk about building a body around it. So if you're interested in drawing superheroes, so this one's for Caden a little bit. This is to get Caden started, Mary. This is just going to be that fundamentals, okay? So that way we don't have black people, all right? So I know I'm coming on a little bit late, so I want to go ahead and get started, okay? So here is my paper. So we're going to start off right over here, and we're going to draw a stick person, okay? So I'm just going to draw my stick person just hanging out, all right? Here's my stick person hanging out, 2 legs, 2 arms. Nothing really fun right there. Now I'm going to kind of build off of that. So I'm going to build more onto it. I'm going to build them this side. I got to remember I got to do things backwards. I'm going to start with the same thing. Same stick figure. But now we're going to talk about that building around the body. All I'm going to do is draw a force field around him. And I like curvy force fields. I'm drawing my force field. It kind of looks like a pine tree now. We have everything going. All I'm going to do, quickly erase inside line. So if you don't have an eraser at home, you can of course just use a you turn that into the clothing. You can just use it to color it in. It's really up to you. So now I have my kind of blobby man, or my gingerbread man as I like to call it. So I'm going to slide this guy over here and keep going. So let's elevate this a little bit, okay? Because then I can put shoes on him. I can give him a hand, or I can make this into a hand. Okay, thumbs always point to the body. He's pretty basic. I didn't give him a lot of room to really draw or kind of build with. So let's try something else. Let's try a person running. Okay. Once again, I start with my head, my body. Now for my legs, I know I'm going to be bent and down, out, and down. So those are my running legs. That's our bent foot. It's our leg coming down. Kind of looks like someone sitting. And then I have one hand going up and the other hand following suit. You see how this person's kind of running? So for a bent shoe, I'm just going to draw it as an angle. Okay? Kind of a funny walking person. But once again, to transform it, I'm going to draw the same thing. That's a bend of the knee, down, hand, hand. And right there, I have my stick figure. Let's draw my my force field. So I got to pick and choose which leg I'm going to show first. So I want to show this leg first. So I am going to draw a force field around this. Come up and attach. Now which arm do I want to show? This is the arm I want to show. Force field. Okay, so that's just one half of my body, because we know when we run we only see one half. I'm going to kind of outline it a little bit thicker so you can see. There's my shoe. Then I'll go ahead and let my light. I'll add my hands again. I'll add that last part. So then I can go ahead and edit it. So that's my person running really fast. Yeah, some action lines in. Boom! If I have the ability to, I can go ahead and erase again. I don't know how well this eraser's coming through, guys, so I apologize if it's looking like crud. Alright, so he's kind of running. Let's do something crazy. Let's do some ninja moves. How's that? So we can do some ninja moves. So I'm going to do my head over here. What ninja move? You know what? Ninjas always looked really cool when they kicked things. Like, whatcha! So I want a straight leg. kind of a bent body when they do it. Changing some of my lines, guys. Artists do this all the time. They erase, they draw back in, they erase, they draw back in. There's my stretch leg. And then I know I need to have like a bent leg, right? Because like, whoocha! So I'll do that. Feet, point to toe. Then my arms. Well, one arm I kind of want bent up, and the other arm I want straight out. That's looking like a karate pose, right? Kind of. So I'm just playing around with these lines, okay? So I'm just changing different points for here, okay? It's all started back at this. So I have my torso line. I have my leg line. Now this line is nice and straight. This one I did bends. This would be where the knee is. My elbow. Straight. Now I gotta draw my force field. I'm gonna have my bent foot be in front. So I'm coming around. So that's going to be my first foot. And I'm going to have my bent arm be my front one. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to get that a little bit thicker just so we can see it. Okay. Nice and dark. Then we'll go ahead and we'll add our last force field. I'll add some action lines again. Okay. So it's all still stemming back from this. Now, if you're really struggling with this part and going to do these two, just practice that. So let's say I want to do someone doing Yip Yip Hooray. So that person's going to be standing, arms over their head. Yip Yip Hooray. Draw a circle. Draw the same thing again. It always starts off with at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Draw my force field. This time I'm going to keep the lines in it. Yay! I make mitten hands. Thumbs always point to the body. Yay! I give him some shoes. 2 little nubbies. And maybe I'll give him some really spiky hair. And maybe that's because he is a NASCAR driver. And I'm going to struggle with making numbers upside down. So hold on. I'm going to make him number 9. Yay! I could write it upside down. Find something new every day. So let's see. What should I have my person do? So if I'm going to make a superhero, I'm going to flip my paper. Now you can see how I've been seeing it. If I'm going to make a superhero, I might want to start with something like this. I'm going to do a superhero pose, which is with their hands on their hips. Circle, straight line, feet, nice strong apart. Now, for them to put their hands on their hips, it's really going to be 2 triangle shapes. So it's going to come out, back in, right? And then we have their hands, okay? So and we'll give him a superhero face. He's got a good nose. Maybe he's got a curly, cute chin. And maybe he has really nice hair. I don't know if this means really nice hair, but in the cartoons they always have like really full hair. Right? So there's my superhero kind of going. So now let's draw our force field around it. It's going to go down. So there's my neck. I'm going to go out to follow the outside of my arm. So there's my elbow again, coming down. I am going to make I'm going to kind of give myself that torso and draw that little force field on the inside to give them muscles. So let's go over that again. There's my arm line. I want to draw the force field for my torso first on either side, then I'm going to do the inside of the arm. Okay? Bring it down. There we go. And we'll give him some really cool shoes, which once again are just the letter C. Maybe he has a cape. Now if I'm going to do a cape and it's flowing behind him, I do a wavy line down, go to his booty, so cut into his waist. I'm doing it again on the other side, kind of finding out where that ends, drawing it across. Now he has a Superman cape behind him. Now if it is Superman and he's wearing his super suit, he's going to have red bottoms, right? And I gotta give him the Superman chest, so I am erasing again. So once again, if you don't have an eraser, that's okay. You can either draw really, really lightly like you're tickling the paper, or you can, of course, just use it to color it in. You don't have to do what I'm doing. My request this week was Superman, so I'm trying to accommodate. So now I'm doing my best. I'm drawing right where his chest is. I drew a straight line. I'm going to do 2 triangles down, so it's kind of making that S emblem. Now I am going to turn my paper really quick just to draw the letter S. I'm not that clever. I can't do it backwards. And then we'll give him this. And now he is all ready to go. He's got some big old biceps, apparently. He needs to do chest day. He needs to do leg day, too. But you know what? Superman. He can kind of do whatever he wants. Alright, so then if I was going to draw Clark Kent next to him, I'll draw it the other way. Draw it the way you guys see it. Maybe Clark Kent is just going to be kind of hanging out. So he's just there, and he has a briefcase. Once again, doing my force field, drawing around, arms, giving my torso that line, drawing around my feet, drawing up, erasing the inside line. If not, I could just color it in. He could have just had a really dark suit. Totally fine. You can still see where that ghost line was. I'm going to give him a little hand by making a circle, 2 little C shapes for shoes. Now Clark Kent, I'm going to try to make the same face as this one. So I got to get the little swirly in for his chin. Now he wears glasses. I'm going to go ahead and make some glasses. I got to find that, I got to figure out how to make that coiffed hair again. Boom, boom. I want him to have really snazzy hair. Fill that in real fast. And then, once again, a mitt in hand, because we're just doing little ones. So now I'm going to give him maybe a tie, which for me was just a circle and a line down it. And he's wearing a coat. So I'm going to give him a triangle from the tie. Sorry guys, this is really close. But now we got Superman Clark Kent. Clark Kent, glasses, suit, briefcase, works at the Daily News. Or Daily Planet, my bad, Daily Planet. Superman, no glasses, power stance, can see through things. He's pretty cool. Okay. So I just want you guys to kind of practice more of these. So like, if you're going to dance and do the dab, okay, our feet stay the same pretty much, but when we do the dab, we talk about bringing one hand over our head, the other one straight up, right? Is that the dab? I like to give circles, once again, for feet. So we got to pick and choose. This arm is clearly in front of the head, so when I do my force field, I am going to put it above my head. I'm going to make it nice and thick. See how I made it thick there? You can see that it goes above my head. And then I can kind of carry on the rest. And maybe this person is wearing a tracksuit, an Adidas tracksuit. So I'm just going to leave the lines in there. Okay? Or maybe they're doing the, I don't know, whatever the Fortnite dance is, where you do the army thingies behind and in front. I can never figure it out. I'm going to do the head again, body, and the legs. Now I can always change the body because I want to show the hips bent. So I'm going to kind of bend out the hips and come back in. So I won't draw that perfectly straight line. So if I know my hips are bent, I can do that. Now stay with me because I know this looks like a person's kind of like healing over. Maybe they got sick. So now for the arms, I want the arms out. The hips are over here. I want the arms over here. So I'm going to have arm 1, arm 2. Right? So let's draw it. Actually, we'll do this. Nope, I liked how I had it before. Sorry, guys. I'm drawing upside down, so a little bit of this is kind of backwards to me. Backwards, drawing upside down. Alright, so let's draw a force field. So I gotta pick an arm that's gonna be in front. I'm gonna pick this guy. Sometimes you just have to pick. If it doesn't look right, pick a new one. No big deal. That's where practice comes into play. So there's my body, so that's where my bum would be. And I got one leg and the second leg. I'm looking at it and I see the move I like. I think we needed another foot. See, now I'm even second guessing mine, guys. So I gotta look at it. I think we should have had it. Both feet are over here. You know what? This is where Miss Patton's gonna ask you and challenge you. If you can get the Fortnite dance, the one where I'm running out of paper. One where it's your two arms on one side, and then your hips over here, and then your feet are here. Oh, maybe I just figured it out. I don't know. So your body's kind of curvy, but your legs stay still. Nope, doesn't look right either. Alright, so your challenge is, I want you to practice these and get comfortable. But your challenge is try and figure out how to draw different dance moves. So I did the dab. The dab looks pretty good. Over here, my Fortnite dances, they're not looking so cute, guys. So if you can get a Fortnite dance, you can figure out how to draw it, post your results. Post all of your results. I'd love to see what everyone's trying out. Especially if you're looking at maybe doing like a princess move, guys. Just going to draw right here in the middle real quick. For my princess ladies, we're going to do the same thing. Let's say I'm just going to have her here and here. Same stick figure. I'm going to do a dress. I don't need to go around the whole person like I have been doing. I know her dress is going to take up so much room. Maybe it's an Elsa dress. I'll give her her hands. I do mittens, guys. So this is my Elsa dress. Maybe it's just nice and flowy. So now I'm just carrying my lines on. And I gotta give her her hair. Now to do the big braid like Anna's braid, I'm gonna do it's really a heart shape all the way down. I'm gonna give her a quick smile, a little nose, and maybe I'll draw an X with a line through it. And then we'll have some snowflakes. Okay? Alright, guys, so this was a lot to go over. Okay, this was a lot. We started once again off with our stick figure, just adding a simple force field around it. Then we talked about having to pick and choose body parts that go in front and behind. So if someone's running, pick one side that's going to be in front. So all of the one side, and I did that in a deeper outline. We talked about how we can always go back, though, and just do simple hand motions to get our bodies to kind of express. So he's obviously very excited. I could add action lines, so he looks like he's jumping. We talked about making more complex moves like ninjas. And we talked about our superhero pose, which was our stick figure, but with bent lines. We talked about the importance of outlining or doing a force field for our torso first. Then we talked about Clark Kent. It's kind of boring and basic. We did talk about how to draw dance moves, like the dab. And your challenge is to figure out more of the Fortnite dance moves. What do those look like? And of course, you can always just hide your feet with a really pretty dress. Okay? Sorry that I was late coming on, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It's a little bit of a tough one to kind of grasp your head around, but once you practice it enough times, you are going to kind of start figuring out what goes first and what comes second, where that force field should be. But you can color these people in, or as a line. You can't color in, so you want to try and make your people a shape. That's why we started with the force field around our stick figure first. Okay? I promise to come back Monday around 11 o'clock still, just like how I have been. If you have any requests, any kiddos at home want to draw something specific, please, 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 please just let me know by dropping it in the thread, or dropping me a direct message. That way I can kind of gear it towards what you guys want to draw. All right? Hope everyone has an awesome Friday and enjoy the sunshine while you can before it rains or in between the rain breaks. Or you know what, better yet, just go play in the puddles. Do what you gotta do. Throw it back to 1995. Go play in the puddle. Okay? Have an awesome Friday, guys. Bye.